What's up, y'all? It's your girl, La Boricua Badass, the brightest star in the sky, the greatest that beat the greatest, La Boricua Badass, the flavor gang leader. And you're watching Covalent TV. Oh,
Daryl and Werner, I want to send so much love. I heard about Covalent TV, and I wanted to say thank you for, making fans, wrestling fans happy, for the gaming and everything. Like, you guys are amazing. Keep up the good work. And to everybody else out there, thank you for listening and watching Covalent TV. Sending so much love. Stay safe, stay positive, and stay sane. Love you guys. Mwah.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. We are glad to see every single one of you. Y'all knew they wasn't going to stop us, man. First stream back, coming back from WrestleMania weekend. Fuck no. Y'all knew we was about to get in here and drop off this good work. So, again, welcome to your AEW Dynamite live review. This is your boy, Mr. Starkson.
Big Dub.
Hoodie-hoo! Part 2, ladies and gentlemen. Part 2 of the Hoodie-hoo. Can I get a Hoodie-hoo in the building right now? Can I get a Hoodie-hoo in the building right now? All right, offer up your Hoodie-hoos. Yeah, no, we was going to come back in the building, y'all. Sorry about that, man. Again, me and Werner were talking. We don't know what happens when that happens, but we are here, and we are going to put on a goddamn show. And where did we leave off, my good sir? Let's get right back into this show, man.
All righty, we got MJF laughing, said it's that Hangman's a funny guy.
What the fuck? Go ahead.
MJF laughs and said that Hangman is a funny guy. Enters the Owen Hart tournament, but someone strolls in through the back door.
Pause.
Thanks to the thanks to the Hurt Syndicate. Pause.
Oh no.
To become a two-time world champion. Paige said MJF doesn't know anything about the back door. Pause.
Yeah.
Pause. And MJF couldn't hang with him in the ring and couldn't hang with him in the Owen. MJF called Paige an idiot who acts all high and mighty since he beat him, but reminds Paige that they are 1-1. They're 1-1. 1-1.
This shit is mad pause. I'm sorry, that whole thing was pause. That whole shit was pause.
If they fight again, he'll send Paige back to the glue factory.
Ooh, coochie.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah, there we go. That is.
If Paige makes it to the finals of the Owen, he'll do what he does best. Choke. MJF leaves as Paige. Yeah. Pause. MJF leaves as Paige screams as he says something for MJF. He has something for MJF to choke on. Pause.
Pause. God damn.
Dumbass.
Is this the longest streak of pause we've ever had on this show?
Apparently.
Damn. Okay. All right.
Okay.
And by the way, guys, if you're watching right now, True Seekers roll call, and also run up the numbers on part 1 of this review. Our apologies, man. We had to kick back in. But yeah, run up the numbers on part 1 of this review. We are back. This is part 2. We are talking about the second half of AEW Dynamite. So yeah, get it popping, ladies and gentlemen. Show the necessary love. Show that we have a great community by hitting that like button and popping in here and making it happen, ladies and gentlemen. But let's not delay any further. Let's get back into the show, sir.
Alrighty, up next, we got a cheat code of a match. Will Ospreay and Brody King versus Takeshita and Josh Alexander.
I'm gonna say something I love real quick, and we're going to get into the result. I love that they're just making Josh Alexander what his gimmick name is, a walking weapon. Quiet, hasn't really said nothing. He's just going in, getting the job done like the fucking Terminator. Tony, this works for him. Like when he does have to talk, it needs to be at a bare minimum. Not because he can't talk, because, we saw on that MLP show that he could talk. We've seen him in TNA and know that he could talk. But like, as of right now, let him be the walking weapon.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good fit with your company. His gimmick is that of a wrestler, so let him be that. And when it's time for him to be Kurt Angle-esque on the mic, okay, cool, let him do it. But as of right now, let him be the fucking walking weapon.
Build to that talking segment.
Yeah, build to that. Just like you did with Megan Bayne. When those two people talk, when Megan Bayne and Josh Alexander talk, it should be bare minimum and it should be special.
Mm-hmm.
Because now Josh Alexander looks like a fucking killer.
Yes.
But go ahead.
Josh Alexander spiked Brody King with a C4 to get the victory.
Bruh. That is the first person I've seen in AEW lift Brody King and make it look effortless.
Mm-hmm. You know, is it weird? I kind of want to see Will Ospreay and Brody King just go win the tag titles.
That's a little odd. That's an odd couple type of thing.
I know that's an odd couple type of thing, but like, I feel like they work well together.
They do.
You know, and I love the styles clash because you got the big powerhouse and you got the aerial assassin. Like,
and you have Will Ospreay doing a styles clash.
Yeah.
Look at this motherfucker. He's like, yeah, I'm all in for this. Someone buy me some donuts.
Haven't had a donut in I don't know how long.
Bullshit. Okay, but guys, yeah, no, Josh Alexander killed it in this matchup. Will Ospreay killed it in this matchup. Brody King was all right in this matchup. And I feel like Takeshita, he didn't have an off night. He didn't have a bad night, but I feel like he was like, let me go out here, perform to the level that people know I can perform to, and just kind of leave it at that. He didn't go above and beyond in this match, I thought. But Josh Alexander and Will Ospreay were MVPs of this match. And it was a mini cheat code for me. I thought this match was a mini cheat code.
Yeah.
I do agree that Brody King and Will Ospreay work well together, but Werner likes odd couples, so I don't know how he feels about that.
What's one little run with the tag titles?
Me and Halle Berry can make a couple right now. It'd be a little odd, but you know what? We'd be in love. All right, Warren. Go ahead.
I mean, we could.
Look at this motherfucker. As long as we have the power of love, head ass. God damn it, Warner. Jesus Christ.
Anything can happen.
Oh, God. Did you say anything can happen? Lord, you catching gonorrhea can happen too. Is that what you want?
No.
You said anything could happen.
Anything could, but I don't want that happening.
Okay. All right. Okay. But yeah, no, guys, solid matchup between these four competitors. I'm actually looking forward to seeing what Josh Alexander does in AEW because, again, it was the right fit. It fits like a fucking glove, dude. It really does. Like, it is such a perfect fit. I think it would be hard for Tony Khan to fuck this up.
Yeah.
I'm in that boat. I think it would be really hard for Tony Khan to fuck this up. If he did, I'd be very surprised and I'd be very hurt behind that because, dude, this is about as good as you could get when it comes to fit. So, yeah, man, Tony, you got an obligation to not fuck this up, my guy. That's all I got for you. Let's keep it rolling.
All right, post-match, Ospreay tried to save his partner from an attack, but was chokeslammed by Archer for his troubles. With Ospreay and King down, Kyle Fletcher saunters down to the aisle, was about to put Ospreay away until Hangman Adam Page's music hits. He power walks to the ring, but was attacked from behind paws by Trent Beretta and Rocky Romero. Taz said the Callis family simply has too many guys as they threw Page into the ring, and that put the family at 6-3, a beatdown on all of them. With Page eating a brainbuster from Fletcher prior to their semifinal Owen Hart tournament match next week. We also find out during the match, we are told that Jon Moxley will be defending his AEW World title against Samoa Joe on the May 14th episode of Dynamite Beach Break.
Dynamite. I'm going to definitely apply for media for that. I want to pull up on that one. I'm not going to lie. Because I got a feeling Tony is going to stack that fucking card. 4 hours? The shitty guy. He has, pardon me.
No, that's June. You're thinking of June 14th.
Is that June 14th?
June 14th is the one that's a 4 hour. May 14th.
Oh, okay. Well, fuck it. You can see I got it confused then. It's both the 14th. Shut the fuck up. Yeah. But yeah, no. And by the way, guys, If your first comment in the stream is giving free publicity to someone else, go watch that fucking show.
Yeah.
We don't care. Like, I'm gonna keep it a buck. We don't care. We don't give a damn. As I said, go watch part 1 of this stream. Keep watching this stream right now. Fuck what everybody else got going on. We the realest out there. And I dropped some gems in part 1. So that's another reason why you definitely should go watch it. Respectfully. Yep. But yeah, man, I don't want to pack nobody up that just wants to engage and rock with our streams. But yeah, man, if you coming in here giving free publicity out the gate, man, we gonna have to pack you up. One of our admins in the comment section go pack your comment up. Then if you keep doing it, we got to pack you up.
Yep.
No disrespect, but that's just what it is. If you want to bring them up so bad, okay, cool. Their show is there. Go watch their show. Simple as that. But yeah, no free publicity. They ain't paying us and we ain't paying them. So yeah, they want to be shouted out on this show. They could pay for it. Respectfully. But shouts out to all the people that came back into the stream. Apologies. I'm getting tired of apologizing for this because it's really not even our fault. We don't even know what's going on. So I'm tired of apologizing for something that is out of our control. But, because it does disrupt your viewing experience, we have to come on here and apologize.
Yeah.
With much love to everybody who is in here, man. Like gang, comment gang, share gang, and donation gang. Show the necessary love. Appreciate y'all, man. And again, part 1, man, we was rocking out, man. We was talking a whole bunch of good shit, a lot of fun shit. Gems were dropped. Go run the numbers up. Go run those numbers up. Okay? Appreciate you. All right. Now let's keep this shit rolling, man. Let's go.
Back from break, we got the main event. Kris Statlander versus Jamie Hayter.
Man, we was that
in
close
an
to the
Owen
finish of the
Hart
show.
semifinal.
We was that close to the finish of the show.
God
fucking damn it. God fucking
I'm
damn it.
calling this match a cheat code. I think this match was phenomenal.
Hacking ass drones. We was that close to the end of the show, weren't we? God fucking damn it. Okay. Yeah, and another women's main event match. That was the point I was going to bring up. This match was definitely a cheat code. But go ahead to the result and then I'll talk about it.
A proper Haterade took Statlander's head off, and Jamie Hayter got the win. Post-match, the celebration was short as Mercedes Moné walked to the stage next to the Owen Hart Foundation trophy. Moné posed and did her dance as Hayter tried to get her to come to the ring, but Moné did not bite. Moné's music cut, and Hayter's kicked in, and the two just stared each other down to close the show.
Now, if there is anyone, and I mean anyone, that, not saying she is, but if there's anyone that shouldn't be complaining about their booking or where they're at right now, it is Kris Statlander, because Kris Statlander has pretty much had her run this entire past year. She got some really great bookings, so her putting girls over right now should not be a bad thing in her eyes because she had a good run. And her turn will circle the block again. Okay, I'm pretty sure Tony Khan will spin the block on her at some point. So, Kris, if you feel like you're losing motivation, I really don't understand why. Because again, you had your run. Okay, Jamie Hayter needed to be built back up. I think we can always and forever agree upon that. Jamie Hayter's time to be built back up is right now. And I'm glad to see Jamie Hayter being built back up right now. Now, I'm going to ask this question. This isn't skipping ahead because the match hasn't fucking happened yet. Should Jamie Hayter go over Mercedes?
Ooh.
Do you stop just short of putting Mercedes over?
Oh.
Do you put Jamie over Mercedes? Put your fanboyisms to the side, fangirlisms, anybody that's going to answer that question. Put it to the side and answer fair. Do you put Jamie Hayter over Mercedes Moné? Because I could give you my answer, my unbiased answer. Yes. If you want to finish the Jamie Hayter reclamation project the right way, you put Jamie Hayter over.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking. Plus the history's there between her and Tony.
It does not hurt Mercedes. I think it does not hurt Mercedes.
Plus, here's my other thing. When Mercedes goes for the world title, she shouldn't have to have all those other titles too.
Yeah, and if you're putting Jamie Hayter in this situation where Mercedes is going over, you have to find a really, 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 really good way of getting to it. And I don't think that there's a way of getting to it without it looking a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
I think you just need to do the obvious thing and just put Jamie Hayter over.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously. You could have a lot of, interference. It could have a little bit of main roster fuckery to ensure that Mercedes doesn't look weak. But like, you gotta pull the trigger on Jamie. You will, Tony, I'm telling you, we've had this discussion before, Tony. You will not get a better opportunity than this.
Yeah.
You will not get a better opportunity than this. Just go for it. You've been doing such a good job booking this year when it comes to like pulling the trigger on stuff, because that was one of Tony Khan's early weaknesses back when AEW first started up. That man couldn't pull the trigger to save his fucking life.
Mm-hmm.
But now that he's getting better at pulling the trigger on certain things, Tony, you got to pull the trigger here, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Because then if you do this, even if Jamie Hayter loses the match to Tony Storm, guess what? You have now reestablished Jamie Hayter back in the main event scene. You've now established Jamie Hayter as a force to be reckoned with. And it adds an accolade to her. It's a win-win, bro. The only way you can fuck this up is if you decide you're going to fuck this up.
Right.
But what is everybody else thinking? Warner, give your thoughts on this.
No, I'm with you. I think that Jamie, this again, the story is there between her and Tony. The history is there. I don't think this is Mercedes' time. I really think this is the perfect way to do it. If not, then when? That's going to be the biggest question. Because if you don't put her over, then when's the next perfect time?
Mm-hmm.
2 years from now?
Yeah, and the next perfect opponent.
Right.
And by the way, get these likes up, man. Like gang, comment gang, share gang, donation gang. Welcome to part 2, HOODY hoo, of our AEW Dynamite review, by the way.
Now, real quick, we are literally 31 days from Double or Nothing.
Damn, time is flying.
It really is. So next Wednesday's the 30th. I'd start building towards Double or Nothing then.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can start doing it with Mercedes and Jamie. You got to find Mox a world title contender. Maybe you finally do a match that doesn't involve the women's titles. Have 3 women's matches on the card, God forbid.
And wait, Mike Patterson over on Facebook said, start building up Hayter is an investment in her own future. Well, Stat building up Hayter is an investment in her own future. Yeah, Facts Plus Tax said, well, it's not a title defense, so yes. Martin said, yes, please, she has a story with Tony Storm. Said, let Jamie win. She needs it more right now. Y'all saying it, I agree. Said, yes, redemption arc from 2022. Said, no, I think they haven't built up Jamie properly since her return last year. But that's the point, though. This would be what she needs. You get what I'm saying? Like, if she doesn't win any matches, how is she going to be built up?
Mm-hmm.
And I agree, Mo. Yeah, a loss here doesn't hurt Mercedes. It just doesn't. I don't see how it would hurt Mercedes. I just don't. Like, somebody would have to make it make sense to me. Like, how would it hurt Mercedes? Gail said, I think we could all see Mercedes versus Tony Storm and all in. Yeah, and again, Mercedes versus Tony is the bigger matchup. We don't disagree on that.
Mm-hmm.
But the better outcome is Jamie.
Plus, wouldn't you want Mercedes Athena 2 at All In?
And I'd have it for all the belts.
Right. Throw everything on the table. All belts are up for grabs. Hell. And again, this is me thinking outside the box with this match. Make it a ladder match.
And then that would clear Mercedes up to go for the world title because she would have to lose to Athena in that scenario.
Right.
So that would clear Mercedes up to go for the world title.
And she could still look strong because she wouldn't be taking a pin.
It's really not that hard, guys.
It really isn't.
Let me see what we got. Said, I don't think Mox will defend the title at Double or Nothing. It will be Anarchy in the arena match. Team Ops versus Death Riders. I mean, hey, you could groan all you want. Ron might be on to something, bro.
He might. No, I'm not. I don't think that should be the main event of your pay-per-view.
And by the way, I'm only reading comments right now again because we are doing part 2, and I didn't know we were that close to the main event. Mm-hmm. So I'm reading a few comments just to, extend the minutes a little bit, talk to the people. But I don't want to start that discourse right now, Miguel. I'm not ready to start that because then once you start that, it creates a snowball effect of people going, oh, they're wasting Megan Bain. Oh, my God. See, that's how like negative discourses about AEW get started. When a wrestler disappears for like a week or two, it's all of a sudden, oh, well, what happened to that person? And then it becomes a thing. And like, no, I'm not ready to start that just yet. I don't know if we don't see her by Double or Nothing, sure, we can start that discourse. But like we pardon me. But we haven't seen her on TV for like what, a week? Like I'm not willing to start that just yet.
Right. Now if you would have said like Jamie or not Jamie, Anna Booty.
Yeah. That's different. But yeah.
That's different.
Yeah, like a person that ain't been off TV not even a month. Come on now. All right. But said Megan versus Tony 2, Mercedes versus Athena 2 at All In. Again, neither one of those matchups I would mind.
No.
But how would you get there with Megan versus Tony considering the is it the Owen for an opportunity at the title at All In or am I tripping?
Yes. No. You get a title shot at All In.
Okay, then how would they get there? Uh-oh. Miguel said, wouldn't mind if Jamie Hayter wins the Ref Pro Undisputed Women's title from Mercedes. David said, I want to see Megan versus Camille in the future if possible. I want to see that as soon as possible, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, Austin Cruz, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, Megan Bain was just on Collision Thursday. That's why I'm like, she hasn't even been off TV like, what, a week? Like, so where, yeah, I don't even know where that came from. I don't even know where that came from. I remember Megan Bain would be wrestling on Stardom, sorry, recently. Okay. Then there's the answer to your question.
Yeah.
There's the answer to your question. And like Austin just said, she was just on Collision. Yeah, so see, but again, Miguel, you got to be careful with that, bro, because that's how those negative discourses about AEW get started. It's just one person going, where's this person? And then next thing you know, it snowballs into something that it just does not need to fucking be. You know what I'm saying? And now the talent has to answer a whole bunch of questions, and yeah, it's a mess. All right, but y'all hit that like button, man. We shouldn't be stuck at 12 likes on YouTube, man. 24 people in here. Scroll down and get this up to 20 likes. We're reading comments. We're engaging right now. And guys, we try to do this whenever the stream goes out and we're doing a part 2, because whenever we do that, man, it's a disservice to you guys when that happens, even though we don't have control over it. Because neither one of our connections are janky. So still to this day, we couldn't tell you what be happening when that happens. We still can't tell you. Didn't happen when I was on hotel Wi-Fi, but for some reason or another, we get in front of our computers respectively, and respectively, and fucking it just happens. We don't know what happens.
Yeah.
All right. Let me see what we got. Mike Patterson said, wow, having multiple women to make top storylines must be a great problem to have. Yeah, that's another thing I wish people would stop bitching about. Not any of y'all, not any of the truth seekers. But like, I've seen so many people going, oh, but they still only get this much time on every show. Yeah, but like, they have matches where it counts, though. Can you say that in WWE?
No.
Right. So what's exactly the complaint? And women have been being featured very well on AEW television. And pardon AEW if them doing short, sweet, and to the point segments with women are way more effective than WWE doing long, drawn out, pointless caddy segments on their side, and it establishes nothing. Sometimes you don't have to have that's how you know it's the WWE fans. Sometimes you don't have to have a 20-minute fucking segment just to get something over.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you don't have to have a 25-minute match just to get something over. See, but WWE fans don't know nothing about that because everything has to be spoon-fed to them, even their wrestling. That's why you got to watch a 15-minute Randy Orton match that has like 10 minutes of rest holds. Because everything has to build up to get into that RKO, right?
Yep.
Trash.
Trash!
Enjoy. But if that's what you enjoy, enjoy.
Don't complain about other wrestling companies.
Right. If that's what you enjoy, that is perfectly fine. No one is going to judge you for enjoying that. But like, stop running out here talking about how everybody else should be doing it. Don't nobody want to watch rest holds for 10 fucking minutes. It's only you motherfuckers in the WWE bubble that want to see goddamn rest holds for 10 minutes just to get to a damn RKO you've seen a million times. Straight up. Right, exactly, Ron, exactly, bro. I was dropping gems on that on the first, on part one. Go watch part one. I'm sure you were in there watching, but like anybody who's watching this right now going like, man, they cut in right at the middle of the show. Go watch part one. I was kind of talking about that. Yeah, they rather watch John Cena wrestle with Travis Scott interference.
Mm-hmm.
Where do y'all get off even talking about pro wrestling? Where do y'all even get off talking about pro wrestling? With shit like that, y'all wouldn't know professional wrestling if it smacked you upside the head with a billy club.
Not to mention Travis Scott showing up with a hardcore title.
In a company that shuns hardcore.
Right.
Oh, well, Triple H gave it to him. It was a special gift.
Then he should be defending it.
Good Lord. Like, dude, if that's what you enjoy, that's what you enjoy. But guess what? The women in AEW don't have to have those segments. They're featured prominently enough to where when they get to pay-per-views, people are actually invested in their matchups. And you know what's so good about Mercedes, by the way? Yeah, all the people that claim to hate her so much, y'all can't help but watch and analyze her matches.
Mm-hmm.
See, whenever I make a comment about a Randy Orton match or a Jey Uso match or a John Cena match, it's because I've already seen what they've had to offer, and I can base my opinion off of what I've already seen. I'm not actively watching their matches. Unless we have to cover it. But, like, right. I'm not sitting here in my spare time watching John Cena matches on playback. Like, oh, look, he bumped on his ass right there. No, I know he bumped on his ass right there because he bumps on his ass in all of his fucking matches. I'm not watching Randy Orton matches on playback going, oh, look, he has him in a fucking chin lock. You know why? Because he always has somebody in a fucking chin lock. Like, pardon me if I like the spice of life, which is this little thing called variety. Forgive me, goddammit. Forgive me. I can't fuck with that shit. I can't.
Mm-hmm.
And if that's what you fuck with, that's what you fuck with. And you say because they want Sasha back so bad. To come back and do what?
Yeah.
The Charlotte problem is still there. The Becky problem is still there. Yeah. All of the problems that were there when she left is still there. Oh, well, Triple H is here now. Everything's different. Everybody's happy.
No, it's not. They're still racist as fuck.
You know, Werner, you notice those reports about backstage morale and everybody being so happy now that Triple H is in charge are gone.
Yeah, you don't hear that ever.
You notice those reports? Did anybody notice that those reports are fucking gone? Has anybody seen one of those reports recently? That's a serious question. Has anybody?
And you normally get those during WrestleMania week.
Dude, you normally get them once a week. No matter what time of year. Ever since Triple H took over every other 1 or 2 weeks, You hear a story about how great everything is backstage and how happy everyone is backstage. You notice that shit stopped, right? The honeymoon is over. Ain't no honey in that moon no more. That shit is over. Ron said, sorry, my standards are too high for wrestling. It is what it is, drones and fair walkers. Yeah, man, and I refuse to lower my bar.
Yeah, seriously.
That's what really pisses drones and fair walkers off. When you refuse to lower your bar. I was talking to a fair walker in the airport when I landed. And guys, I converted him in real time. I started breaking down all of his logical fallacies about WWE. And I was just deconstructing him. Like, he just didn't know what to do. And eventually he caved, and just, you saw him have an awakening. You saw him have this awakening of like, damn, I'm supporting a trash company. I did it in real time. I wish I would have recorded it. I really wish I would have recorded it, because just this year alone, you would have saw me basically just deconstruct 2 Fed walkers. One is on camera. But this one, I really wish would have been on camera, because he was just, he was droned out. Then he started talking to me, and you just saw all that droning fall apart. You see, that's why we do this show. If anybody ever asks, why do y'all continue to cover WWE and all those? That's why, because if we could just wake up even one person, that's a win. Straight up. Yo, Ron, again, if you were watching part 1, I spoke about that already. Salute to The Rock for basically exposing Triple H as a booking fraud. You want to know what looks really dumb in hindsight now? You want to know what aged like fucking an avocado in the Arizona sun? You want to know what fucking aged horribly? Triple No saying, does it feel like WrestleMania season now?
No, it doesn't.
That feels like absolute gutter trash right now. The Rock basically exposed that whole shit. Because that was around the time that storyline kicked off. When he said that. That was after Elimination Chamber, right? He said that at the press conference after Elimination Chamber. Does it feel like WrestleMania now? The Rock basically just came out and was like, dude, if it wasn't for me stepping in, you would have been cooked, homie. The Rock stopped just short of saying that shit. Dog, if I didn't come back around, you would have been dog food. You would have been answering the Aria manual if I didn't come back. The Rock basically said that in no uncertain terms. He would have probably ended up on a phone call with Ari Emanuel like, hey, Ari, what do you need? And Ari would have been like, you're fired. Oh, Mo, good question. Damn, I meant to mention that on part 1 of this review. My apologies. Yes, bro. It was AEW branding everywhere in Vegas. Not just the airport.
Really?
Yes, bro. Everywhere. It was a video board in a fountain blue that had AEW Dynamite on it.
Tony, SummerSlam is 2 nights now, and it's in New York.
You know what to do.
You know what to do now.
Pay to get a projection on the Empire State Building.
Yeah, not that hard.
Pay to get a projection in motherfucking Times Square. Just do it, bro. Because I saw AEW Dynamite advertisements everywhere. Any billboard that WWE was on, except for arena billboards. Any billboards that WWE was on, Dynamite was on. This is something we've been begging Tony Khan to do for years. By the way, not taking credit, but to me, that lets me know he does watch our show.
Yep.
Because since we've been doing this show and we've made criticisms about his gatekeepers and his marketing department, the gatekeepers are gone and the marketing department is marketing. That ain't no coincidence. I'm sorry. That's not a coincidence, bro.
Real quick, we just mentioned Anna Booty not being on TV for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? Saturday, she'll be in action on Collision.
And that's why you don't start, where is this person discourse?
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly why you don't start the where is this person discourse. Because when you assume, Werner, you know the rest.
Uh-huh.
See, that's the type of stuff. See, Miguel, the reason why you shouldn't say that is because that's a WWE drone talking point. Leave that to them. That's a drone and Fair Walker talking point. Leave that to them. That's a talking point that people use that don't actually watch the product. Just saying. Mo said I keep tagging it for the shows. And we encourage that. Yeah, keep sharing our stuff, bro. Keep sharing our stuff. Share our shit, bro. Straight up. We keep saying that for a reason. Adrian Carpenter came through with a 5 schmackaroo super chat. Oh, shit, man. We done did so much, man. It might be time to go to that holy and sanctified place, Werner.
Ooh.
Yeah, it might be time to take our asses to you know where, man?
Church.
Oh, yeah. Here we go, baby.
Because you're going to live. I said you're going to live to see it happen. Live, 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 live. Live, 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 live. Going to my seat, but live, 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 live. 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 Because you're
Werner couldn't wait to live to see it happen. Adrian Carpenter said he's probably tired of all the talking Triple H and Nikon and the gloves are up. Yeah, dude. Because, yeah, people was just seeing them at the airport. I was seeing them everywhere. Everywhere. It made me wonder where a lot of these people were staying. I'm like, were y'all staying off the strip? Because, dog, I saw them bitches everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
See what we got.
Makes you wonder if certain people's contracts are up, if that helps them decide to maybe go to another place.
Oh, and by the way, I know somebody's going to eventually ask me, so I'm just going to get this out the way now since we bullshitting a little bit. No, I don't want to see Bayley in AEW.
Oh, God.
Don't ask me. Don't ask me. Don't ask me. Please don't ask me. No, I don't want to see Bayley in AEW. I don't want to see her attempt wrestling in AEW. No. 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 Did you see her shimmer work? Yes, and she was average back then too. No. Average at best, might I add. No. Those were Fair Walker starting those rumors. Oh, Bailey, no. No. I'm good. I'm A-okay on that one. Respectfully. Yeah, and AJ Styles, at this rate, AJ Styles can stay where he at too.
Mm-hmm.
You made your bed, homie. Now you lying down for Logan Paul.
Yep.
You made your bed, homie.
And Killer Cross had to make a comeback just to say that you laid down for Logan Paul.
Oh, and Matthew, I made a mistake in the story, bro. It was actually the fucking Logan Paul AJ Styles match. You know the story I'm talking about. And Werner, I'm going to tell you when we get off camera.
Okay.
All right. But
well, real quick, I forgot to mention this earlier when we were. Okay, so Dwayne and Hunter have been pushing this narrative since Dwayne became a board member, that they've been friends for forever and they love each other and all this, that, and the other thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why wasn't Dwayne at the Hall of Fame? Oh.
Mm-mm.
Oh.
Mm-mm.
Oh.
Mm-mm.
Oh.
Sir, I'm the first person to tell you that I don't have this on inside information. I have this on this little thing called common sense.
Yes.
If Triple H and The Rock really fucked with each other, like for real, like they were homies, like Ace Boom Coombs.
Mm-hmm.
This product would be better because those two would be working hand in hand to make it the best it could be.
Yes.
Let's just call it what it is.
Yeah. But I meant to point that out for drones that watch this show from time to time.
Yeah, no, dude, we would have a way better show to review on the WWE side if those two were like buds.
Mm-hmm.
But we all know Triple Nose is an egotistical, narcissistic fucking prick. And be it most of the time disingenuous and he could be a prick himself, at least every now and again, The Rock will drop a truth bomb that you like, damn, where'd that come from? There's not an ounce of truth in Triple H's fucking body.
No.
There's an ounce of HGH in his body. I'm playing. But no, like, yeah, at least The Rock came out and was like, we really didn't have no plan after Chamber. We just was trying to sell some tickets.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I respect the hell out of him for saying that.
At least he's honest.
Because, again, you got Triple Nose taking this creative victory lap like he's just the genius of all professional wrestling creative. And here's The Rock like, nah, we ain't really had no plan after that. But yet you got Triple H in the press conference talking about does it feel like WrestleMania now?
Mm-hmm.
You're lying. So not only was Triple H lying to the fans, he was lying to himself, and he was lying to his talent. So if I'm a talent and I saw that quote come out that The Rock gave today, I'm going, does he even know what he's going to do with me? Pause if necessary.
Pause.
Does he even know what he's going to do with my career? He didn't even know what he was going to do with one of the biggest heel turns in professional wrestling history. At least that's what a WWE drone would say.
Yeah.
He didn't even know what he was going to do with one of the biggest heel turns ever. If you're a mid-card or hell, if you're even a low-tier main eventer, you have to be looking at your creative going, oh my God, I'm in trouble. I'm in danger. You have to be. He didn't know what he was going to do with a John Cena heel turn after it happened. Where did The Rock say that? Hello? He literally said they had no plan other than to move tickets.
Mm-hmm.
There's your answer. The Rock, without actually saying it, said Triple H is doing stuff to pop ratings and ticket numbers. That was a confession. Y'all know that at the end of every first 48 episode where they do the little commercial break before the person snitch? The commercial break was WrestleMania, and The Rock saying what he said was that final snitching moment where you like, oh, he told. Because what The Rock said explains WrestleMania to a science. He said Miro already screwed. Okay, guys, I only saw like highlights from Monday because, again, guys, by the time I would have did the show, it would have been like 3 o'clock in the morning. I was not doing that. What happened with Rusev? Because he's back to being Rusev again.
Rusev came out during a tag team segment with the New Day, and the New Day ran out, and they attacked somebody. I forget who because it's already Thursday. But he attacked some lackey, terrible face tag team, and that was it.
They said he came out and attacked Alpha Academy.
Well, there you go, Alpha Academy.
That's it?
Yep.
That's it?
That's it. That's all that happened. He didn't say anything. He just came out to new music. Stared down the New Day and Alpha Academy. New Day ran out of there like a bat out of hell and attacked Alpha Academy.
So a solo wrestler came back and attacked a tag team.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
Boy, the more I hear about that show, the more y'all made me glad I didn't watch it. Is that real?
Yeah.
That motherfucker doesn't know what he's doing. Like, that was Triple H's reset button with his audience that's gonna follow him to the ends of earth regardless. But that was your chance for a reset button of the product. And you got Rusev coming out there attacking tag teams? Ice cold tag teams at that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God, this makes me so grateful for AEW. We wrapped up the main event, correct?
Yes.
All right, let's go to ratings. I gave tonight's show just on a balanced perspective alone. The balance on this show was excellent. The Master P appearance was dope. Him getting to talk about his charitable cause with student athletes in New Orleans is dope. I mean, to me, this show was very well balanced. I'm going to give it a flat 9. I thought this was a very solid show. The wrestling on this show was phenomenal. I really don't have any complaints outside of, again, it felt like it was a couple things missing, but you only get 2 hours of TV. But it just felt like it was a couple things missing and I wanted to be there. But outside that, again, it was a great show. So yeah, I'm going flat 9 for this show. Oh, moment of the night. Oh, fuck. The All-Star Tag Team match.
I'm going to go 9-3 because I thought the wrestling was really good tonight. And you needed this type of show.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, you've been going really hard, really, balls to the wall. You kind of needed to take a step back. You needed a little bit more promo-heavy show.
Mm-hmm.
Just to give the guys a break. I know they're only wrestling 1 time a week or 2, depending on the schedule for AEW.
Mm-hmm.
But still, that can take a toll. I'm a moment of the night. Yeah, I'm also going to give it to the tag team, the All-Star Tag Team match of Takeshita and Josh Alexander, Brody King, and Will Ospreay at the third.
Willith Ospreay at the third, indeed. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Seeing 5 stars at 9.5. Jamie Hayter. This is moment. Mo Dunn said hour and 2 minutes and 20 seconds of wrestling on Dynamite. 54 minutes, 17 seconds. Dynamite. Okay.
On Dynamite? Okay.
All right, for sure. Dynamite. Dinamite.
Yeah. Dinamite.
Ron said 9 out of 10. Moment of the night. Bucks versus Speedball and Kevin Knight. Miss Bam said flat 9. Moment of the night. Jamie Hayter versus Kris Statlander. Mo Dunn said 8.7. Moment of the night. Kevin Knight. Let's see what else we got. We got 9s. Yeah, we got 9s everywhere. Y'all love that tag team match with Speedball and Kevin Knight versus the Bucks. Okay, cool. You said Raw. Yeah, I heard Raw only had 3 matches.
That's correct.
Oh. Raw after Mania, boy.
Yep.
Raw after Mania. Raw after Mania.
But we're gonna get Evolution 2.0. We got Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker together with Paul Heyman. It's gonna be Evolution 2.0.
It could be Suck My Dick 1.0. I don't give a fuck. Dude. And with the way you've pushed your women this year, you thought now was a good time for another? Oh my God. Okay. I'm not gonna let WWE get me pissed off right now. Let me put it this way. That was a Raw after WrestleMania. Everybody's saying, oh, the Seth Rollins Braun Breaker thing with Paul Heyman has potential. Okay. If that's how you feel, that's fine. And you know what? Inevitably, when it ends up failing, and you end up wondering why it was even put together in the first place, you're going to spin the block on this review, part 2, Hootie Who.
Mm-hmm.
you're going to spin the block on this review and be like, I could see why they weren't excited about it. Because I'm not. And if anything, I saw it coming. I was one of the main people in the cabanas going, Seth is going to get custody of Paul Heyman's vagina.
Mm-hmm.
I was the main one saying it. Everybody was like, no, he's not winning. He's not. I'm like, okay. Look, I guess y'all getting like a little mini review of Raw, I guess. So, judging based off of the little things that I did see and the clips that I did see, it was another Triple H special. What is a Triple H special? It is just as simple as this, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure you've heard this phrase a million times before. Throwing shit against a wall to see what sticks.
Mm-hmm.
That is the Triple H special. But the problem is riddle me this, riddle me that, mans. Who's going to mess with the Batmans? No. But riddle me this, though. How many things has Triple H thrown against a wall and it's actually stuck? I'll wait.
0. So
why is your investment still there? I ask a WWE fan, I ask a Fed Walker, why is your investment still there? You got The Rock coming out saying Triple H really had no plans for the road to WrestleMania when it came to that so-called, you know what I'm saying? What did he describe Elimination Chamber as it was going to be? Industry changing, industry shifting, or something like that?
Yeah.
The fact that you got The Rock coming out there saying Triple H had no plans for this so-called industry changing moment, industry shifting moment, that alone should make you go, why am I watching this shit?
Make Ari go, why do I have him employed?
Yeah, why is he still employed? Yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if The Rock didn't step in, that conversation would probably be being had right now.
Yeah.
Because you know that has to hurt Triple H's ego when every time the product gets into a jam, Ari hits up The Rock.
Yep.
But you know what? Keep placing your faith in that product and see what they keep giving you. Keep placing your faith in that product and see what they keep giving you. So for Monday Night Raw, -10, no moment. -10, no moment. Moda said Braun with Seth now. Why? Yeah, but like, what does that do?
You know, they can't say I only book Vince stuff. This is my own thing now. It's still a Vince creation.
And it's so random.
It really is.
It's so random. What interactions did Seth and Braun Breaker have before that moment?
None.
What innuendo even led up to that moment?
None.
And I loved watching the WWE fans. Now, this I did see, trying to force like a storyline onto Seth joining Paul Heyman and why it made sense. And I'm like, no.
But that's what the fans do over there. They create these weird, elaborate backstories that have no business being in the business, period.
And then people saying Becky might join it. That makes more sense than Braun. Shit.
Yeah.
But like, dude, but then if Becky joins it, now what?
What does that really do?
What's the catch? If you're trying to make like another evolution, who's the Flair?
Mm-hmm. Because it's not Paul Heyman.
For fuck's sake, who's the Randy Orton? Because Seth Rollins ain't no young man. Who's the Randy Orton? Because technically, wouldn't Braun be the Batista?
Mm-hmm. Austin Theory could be Randy Orton.
And who the fuck would Becky Lynch be? Mark Jindrak? Like, What the fuck? I don't get it.
I would pay to see that video of all four with her as Mark Jindrak.
Dude.
Walking down the street.
Yeah, walking away from the helicopter. Evolution is a mystery. It just makes no fucking sense.
Could you imagine Seth trying to be like Hunter in the nightclub with Becky there?
Yeah. And they both got on silly fucking outfits that would get them kicked out the club.
Yeah, well,
dude,
clubs they would be allowed in.
Talk about Grayson Waller, Mike Jindrak. Smoke yourself. It just makes no sense. If somebody would say you have to applaud him, at least he's trying stuff. No. What type of logic is that? Okay, so if I go into math class and I bring the math teacher my science homework, does that mean I should get an A because I just wrote it out? No, fool. He's booking like, you know what? For as much shit as Tony Khan got, and they said he booked his wrestlers like action figures from like year 1 to year 3 of AEW. What is Triple H booking WWE like right now?
Seriously.
If y'all thought year 1 to year 3 of AEW, Tony Khan was booking his wrestlers like action figures, what the fuck is Triple H doing then? Dead ass. What the fuck is Triple H doing then? By that same logic. Because it ain't booking cohesively. It's not booking with intelligence. It's not booking with base level logic and comprehension.
No.
Or cohesion. So what is he doing? I'm gonna start calling him old square peg and round hole. Because that's been his booking since he's taken over. Ye old square peg and round hole. Do y'all know what he's doing? Can somebody enlighten me? Do y'all know what he's doing? Oh, let me get my clear the air out of the way, and then I'm going to read some more comments, and then we're going to get out of here. Clear the air. Go watch part 1 of this review, because I dropped gems on what it means to get respect on your hard work, and I feel like there's a lot of people that need to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm that type of person. When I say something I feel like people need to hear, I encourage them to actually go follow it and listen to it. Go watch part 1 of this review because I dropped a gem on that. And I used my life as an example. I used my creativity as an example. Okay? Do the fucking work. Is it hard sitting back watching motherfuckers less talented than you get more opportunities? Yes. But something Vegas showed me is that these people aren't really as prosperous as I thought they were. Go watch what I said on part 1 of this fucking review. You can learn something from it. If you are a young creator, content creator, you can learn something from what I said on part 1 of that review. All these people that are getting more numbers than you and they seem more popular, when you see them in real life, if you're working hard enough and you're talented enough, when you see them in real life, you're going to be like, I'm doing so much better than them.
Mm-hmm.
Why am I so worried about what they got going on? I'm doing so much better than them. I may not have the numbers that match it, but my work, my output, my game tape is elite. And you know what you get? When you do that, you get respect because you never know who's watching you. You may be sitting there in your stream right now going, damn, I only got 6 viewers. A wrestler you admire might be in them 6 viewers watching you.
Mm-hmm.
Do the fucking work. If you have talent, grow your talent. And that's what I want to clear the air on.
Just in addition to that, real quick, Kenny Omega could be watching this right now.
Right.
Hypothetically. He could be watching us right now. Rhea Ripley could be watching us hypothetically right now.
Who knows?
Who knows?
My mama told me always give your best. You never know who's watching.
Mm-hmm.
Give your best.
Real quick, just clear the air. Run up the numbers on the Ray Phoenix. Daryl did a phenomenal job on that interview. It was really good. Run those numbers up. Watch it multiple times. He did a great job. Give him his flowers on that interview.
Love. I appreciate that. That. And yeah, run up the numbers on part 1 of this review as well. Run up the numbers on our WrestleMania review. We sorry we had to do that one late, but run up the numbers on all of our most recent work. Share it wherever you can share it. Because right after this stream, I'm going to put up part 1 and part 2 on YouTube, of this stream right here, and show the necessary love, man. Because that's the only way we're going to keep growing, and this work is going to continue to mean something. All of your donations are important. I was able to host the first ever CovalentTV Mania Turn Up Cabanas, and we had a person from the show roll through. You know what I'm saying? We had legends in there. We had everybody in there. It was a dope-ass time. So your contributions do not go to waste. Your views do not go to waste. Your likes do not go to waste. Use them. Give to something that actually gives back to you. Let me say that shit one more time. Give to something that actually gives back to you. Instead of giving it to something that gives you nothing. And you know who you are. Good God. If what I said triggered you just now, you know who you are. Y'all will give money to all types of shit that don't give a fuck about you. But boy, we say donation gang, and all of a sudden the comments just slow down. Said Seth Rollins will call this faction revolution. That's funny. Said nice picture with Gigi. Hey man, Gigi, let me tell you something. I don't say this with disrespect, Gigi. You know Priscilla. Priscilla, I don't say this with no disrespect, y'all. That ass is fatter in person. Jesus
I believe
Christ.
that. I believe that.
She had on some tight ass cheetah print shorts. Homie. I said, what is this increasing sound in my head? All I heard was, baby, turn around and let me see that sexy body go bump, bump, bump. I was just sitting there, I got lost in the sauce looking at her shit. And it wasn't even in a disrespectful way. It was in an admiration type of way. Like, Good Lord, that white girl got an ass on her. And here's the crazy part. Everybody loves her booty. I get it. She is mad gorgeous in the face.
Yes.
Her eyes are beautiful. That was the part that I was sleeping on. I didn't know she was that fucking pretty. She is pretty as fucking person. Because I've seen some people call her funny looking and all that shit. And I'm like, I don't really see all that. I've never thought she was ugly in the face, but I just didn't think she was all that. Boy, I saw her in person. I was like, oh my God. Tell me, how am I supposed to live without you? Oh, woo. I said, Priscilla. I got buttons for this.
I'm like, goddamn, you dirty bitch, you dirty bitch, you dirty bitch.
Real quick, we're one away from 25.
Oh, damn, on the part 2 note? Okay.
On the part 2. Hit the like button. We just need one more.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Hell yeah. Get this shit popping. Huh? Better stop playing with us around this motherfucker, man. But much love to everybody in the building right now, man. Like gang, comment gang, share gang, and donation gang. Show the necessary love. Yes, GG is finer than a motherfucker. Yes, I agree. I agree. And again, Priscilla, if you're watching, hi, Priscilla. But yeah, we about to get up out of here, guys. We've been rocking this shit out. We gave y'all an extra hour with this good word just because we love y'all that much. So therefore, going once, going twice, and so to the man with the braids in his hair. So sign off yet again. It's the epitome of black excellence, the king of dimes, just your boy, Mr. Starksign.
The beautiful worldwide, the Messiah, Semi-Cute Sixes, and the internal pessimist, Big Dub.
Peace out, y'all.
See you Friday.